But what has that country done for me and people that look like me? Has that country ever represented me, my rights? No. I am a Nigerian person that was born and raised in Moscow. My mom, my dad, they are both Yoruba. Especially when we're talking about countries like Russia. We are 5 of us here. That's what my dad would always told us, the 3 of us. He was like, yo, you will be the first Africans most of them will meet. So you have the responsibility of showing the right image. The fact that you don't know about African kingdoms doesn't mean there were no kingdoms in Africa.
Bonjour, Monsieur Sam.
Damn. Comment ça va?
Je vais très bien. Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Okay.
That's all I know, bro.
You done?
That's all.
What's
bro.
up, brother?
Bro, love.
How are you?
Not bad. I'm coming from the gym, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have a friend. He was like, yo, pull up to the gym. I was like, okay. So we get there, and I forget about time. Like, yo, it's time to leave. That's why I'm a bit late, yeah.
How was the gym?
Not bad. I don't really do...
Push up?
No, we were doing martial arts. The guy does, martial arts shit. So like
Karate, something like this? Box?
That's
UFC kind?
Yeah, UFC shit.
You do UFC?
No, it's the guy.
Okay.
The guy and his brother. So it was like, yo, Sam, pull up. I was like, okay.
And you by yourself, what you do? What kind of sports?
Mostly it's basketball. Because I'm tall, long hands.
Very tall.
Yeah, so it's been basketball mostly. A little bit of running, but that was back in school. But mostly basketball, yeah.
All right. So thank you for being here. Guys, he gave me his time. You the first to give me like the energy. When I see the JoJo.
Love.
You see.
But that's a very important thing. What you were doing, yeah. Okay. Because most people, like most Africans, the way I say, they want to do something big. They do one time, they disappear.
Okay.
But YouTube doesn't give a fuck if it's big or small. You have to be consistent. That's the main thing. So I see what you're doing because before you did podcast, you did different kind of content.
Yeah.
Vlogs, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
So that's why, of course, I would pull up.
Okay. You've been in a lot of podcasts. You say like you're not gonna call yourself as a Russian. So anyway, you born in Russia.
Yeah, born and raised,
Yeah, and raised. So thank you for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
So my story is my parents, my dad, he in the late 80s, he used to work for the police force and he was chosen, it was him and two other guys from the States to study in the Soviet Union. He came in 89, he did his first course. That's a 4-year course. Then he was supposed to go back home, continue his service with the police force. But then that's one of the craziest periods in Russian history, the 90s. That's from 89 till like, I guess, 1998. That's when the Soviet Union broke, Russia emerged, the market fell, everything went bizarre. So when he came to Russia, to the Soviet Union at first, things were all right. He had a small business. He was bringing things, selling things. Then the Soviet Union collapsed. And I think at most, we got stranded here. Because he brought mom over before the Soviet Union, all that shit started. So when he brought mom over, I guess he had a plan of living here, doing his thing. And then the whole shit collapsed. And we ended up here, So me, my brother, my sister, we were all born in Mitish.
Okay, Mitish.
Yeah, Mitish. That's like New York, New Jersey.
It's the south?
On the north, in the north, Okay, it's like 30 minutes from Moscow, a small town. So 3 of us were born there. And my whole life, I lived in that small town.
Okay.
I moved to Moscow when I joined Rudan. That was 2012. My dad was like, yo, Sam, you have no black friends. I was like, no, Dad. That doesn't matter. He was like, no, you're going to Rudan. I was like, no, Dad, I want to study in a different school. You're going to Rudan and you're staying in the hostel. I was like, no, Dad, I'm living in Moscow. Why are you in the hostel? So when he told us that it was me and my sister, I was pissed. I was like, what is this man saying? But I can't say no. I can't say
what is this man saying?
Of course, bro. Why the fuck would I want to study in Rudan and stay in the Общежитие when all my Russian friends are here? That was like a very big shift in my head. But now after time has passed, I'm very grateful for that. Because that decision, it changed, like it changed my whole life, but it added a new side to me. Juju people would have not been possible if not for the people I met then, the friends I met, the connections I made. So yeah. So I've been in Moscow since 2012, been living here in different spots.
Yeah. And you became like the first Black Russian influencer, bigger. I can say like, not like musician, because we have some artists here in Russia, Black. Yeah. But you started like kind of like creating content, like your consistency is not like about the music.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
You mean a Black creator in Russia?
Yeah.
That has built something.
Yeah.
That might be possible, yeah. Because if we're talking about influencers, we have people way before me. We have Simon from Energy.
Yeah.
The radio host.
Of course,
that guy has been there. We have YouTubers and things like that. But what I would say, that the thing that maybe I started is speaking to Russians as an African.
Yeah.
A lot of content creators in Russia, Blacks, they're trying to sell them. So like, But no, I understand that if you use that tactics, you're only helping yourself to make money. You're not helping the Africans that come after you.
Yeah.
Because one thing my dad used to always say, Russians don't know shit about Africa.
Of course.
They don't know shit. They don't know anything. So it's not like our mission, but it's for us to lay the background.
If they know something, something is bad.
Yeah.
Disease.
Bro. And you'd be like, why the fuck do you know this? Bro. Someone was telling about kidnappings in Nigeria. I was like, bro, a Russian guy, you don't know the population of Nigeria. You don't know the main resources of Nigeria. But somehow you know that people get kidnapped in
You don't know Jollof, my brother.
You don't know Jollof, bro. Yeah. So Russians don't know shit about Africa. And that comes from my experience.
When did you have the click?
That happened. I think that I had two major clicks when Barack Obama became president in 2008. Okay. That was before Barack Obama. I was a regular Russian kid, like into Russian history, European shit, nights,
Pushkin,
all that. Bro, my history teacher, she always tells a story of me reading the history book within a week. But then when Obama became president, that was the first Black person that I could openly be like associating with.
Yeah.
Because before Barack Obama, what the Black people Russians know? Michael Jordan, 50 Cent.
Malcolm X.
Who?
Malcolm
X. They don't know Malcolm X. Bro, no one knows Malcolm X, bro. No one knows Malcolm X in Russia. Maybe like 5% of people. Shit. And even imagine me in school. Like me as a regular kid, a Black kid in school. Who are the heroes I could associate myself with? Mostly rappers, entertainers, Bamba, and Obama becomes the first legitimate Black person.
Yeah.
Because he's the president of the number one country. So that was the time when I switched my gaze to, let's say, the Black side of things. I started getting interested in the Black side of things, Black history, bam, 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 bam. And the second one was when I got introduced to Malcolm X. Those are two clicks. So when Obama became president, that was the first time I thought that for sure I want to write a book about the Black experience in Russia. That was the first thing. And when I got introduced to Malcolm X, that was when I was like, okay, most likely I would dedicate a big part of my life to laying the background for Africans in Russia. Those were the two major clicks in my life.
It's a long journey, my brother.
Yeah, it's a long way, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long journey. But anyway, I know that we can do it. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
But we don't know how long it will take. That's one thing. I don't like when I'm like, yeah, of course, in 10 years, everything. We don't know how long it will take. We have no idea. And we do not know if the local population in Russia wants us here. That's a very important thing as well.
You know, I understood something in my life. The image, people sell image. Even in Africa, we don't have people who dedicate themselves to sell this kind of image. You know, that's French and Russia. It's kind of war, image war.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
America sell the image. Are we ready to do that?
That's a very good thought. That's the way I see it. The way I see it, all blacks living outside of Africa own a big appreciation to black Americans.
Of course.
Because black Americans, they created, I don't know, let's say positive images of blacks. You have a black sportsman, you have a black politician, you have a black this. And it's really the fact that they dedicated themselves to producing these images.
Yeah.
Just imagine if we had no Michael Jordan, no Barack Obama, no Tupac. What would white people think about Africans?
Bro,
that we walk around the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
a fact.
Trump used to say, Africa is a shit.
Yeah, Bush's crashes. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, that's a very good thought you brought up. That
of course,
a few of Africans don't give a fuck.
A lot of us. Let me say this.
That's a fact.
Even in Africa, because every time I went back to home, I'm like, stop dancing, brother. Take your home. Stop doing your TikTok shit. Funny thing, bro. Sell the image like your country. We have a beautiful culture, beautiful paysage.
Yeah.
All these things you can sell. History.
Because white people think Africans don't have history.
We created history, I can say it.
Facts.
Black created history.
We are the starting points.
Yeah.
But me, like growing up in Russia, I always had to defend the fact that, okay, you guys know about the Roman Empire, you know about the Greeks, you know about this. The fact that you don't know about African kingdoms doesn't mean there were no kingdoms in Africa.
Chaka Zulu, my brother, you know.
Zimbabwe kingdom. A lot of people here,
Mali.
Bro, a lot of people here think that Africa doesn't have an history.
I know.
So I won't say it's a responsibility because everyone picks his own responsibilities himself. What I'm doing, what you're doing is our choice. But still, it would have been good if Africans that live outside, especially when we're talking about countries like Russia, we are 5 of us here. That's what my dad always told us, the 3 of us. He was like, yo, you would be the first Africans most of them will meet. So you have the responsibility of showing a right image.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, yeah. Facts.
Who influenced you at your start? It's Malcolm X?
Malcolm, Barack, my father. That's the number one influence. But if we're talking about majors, it's Malcolm X, Barack Obama, and I think Kanye West. And when I grew a bit older, like when I was around 16, 17, I started to appreciate Fela Kuti.
Okay.
When I was a kid, my parents, they're from a Christian family, so they would rarely mention Fela's name. And I'd be like, why? So then I went to his music. I saw the best thing I love about Fela Kuti is that he's not afraid of coming off as uncivilized. A lot of us Africans, especially when we're in Europe, the suits, the watches, the tom-tom, we're civilized.
Yeah.
But we cannot neglect the huge part of our history that had to do with us dancing, with us doing this and that. So one of the things Fela taught me is to stand on your heritage. You shouldn't give a fuck about what people think of how we look. Because if you look at European history, those guys didn't... okay, that's a long...
No, just tell us. Keep talking, brother.
One of the things that blew my mind recently, you know Christopher Columbus, yeah? He discovered America. He was actually going to India to get spices. Why was he going to India to get spices? What do you think? Why was Christopher Columbus going to India to get spices?
Because there is no spices.
For what? Spices for what?
I can tell.
We want to say for food, yeah?
Yeah.
But actually, Europeans use spices to rub their body to cover their smell. Europeans didn't take shower. It was a Morocco guy in the 12th century when half of Spain was under the caliphate that taught white people to brush their teeth and wash their bodies. one of the things my dad always used to say, don't be like those guys. They always buy perfume, like the white people. They buy perfume and they don't wash their bodies. So you see, what I'm trying to say is that they have their shit too. But we be like, okay, no, we don't want to show ourselves as traditional. That's one of the major things that Fela Kuti taught me. That your tradition is part of who you are. That's why my project is Juju People as well. This
is crazy. It's a book here. Like he's sitting. I'm like, okay, so Christophe Colomb go to India because white people don't smell good.
Yeah, they don't wash. They use spices to cover their body. That's why he went to India.
Yeah,
that's mad, bro. That's mad.
And anyway, I know some white dude. Yeah, really, they don't smell good. Really, I swear to God, they don't smell good. And sometimes inside the metro, what pissed me off,
bro.
And they ready when you sit down, they just move like
they're the ones moving. Yeah. We're supposed to move,
bro. Come on, bro. Smell like shit, bro.
Bro, they have their, let's say, gray size as well. But we think that we're the most uncivilized, but that's not true.
What is your challenge? I cannot say where because you still that you faced as a black raised in Russia, and you don't call yourself Russian, but you're born and raised in Russia. They can call you a racist because you deny the country.
But what has that country done for me and people that look like me? Has that country ever represented me, my rights? No. I am a Nigerian person that was born and raised in Moscow. My mom, my dad, they are both Yoruba. The food we ate, the movies we watched, the language we spoke, it was all Nigerian. Like, one of the major things I'm very grateful to my parents is that they were able to give us this small, I don't know how to say, introduction or feeling of Nigerian culture. Because everything that happened at home, we started getting Russian channels when we turned like 16 or 15. Before that, it was AIT, Nigerian, blah, 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 blah. So I cannot call myself Russian because this country not representing me. And I'm a first generation. Like, maybe if I stay in Russia, my grandkids, they would be the Black Russians. Because now people call Black Russians Africans that come to Russia, stay here 15 years and leave. Or mixed kids from an African parent and a Russian kid and a Russian parents that do not identify themselves African. All these mixed kids, the mulatto kids, they don't identify themselves African at all.
Some of them do. Pushkin.
5%. Huh?
Pushkin,
that happened towards the end of his life. At first, because of the racism he had to encounter in school, he was Russian. But I'm even talking about kids now, like the mulatto kids. One of the reasons why I'm doing Jew people as well is to win back the mulatto kids.
Oh, okay.
Because they do not fuck with Africans at all. Try and date a mulatto girl. It's easier for you to find a Russian girl than a mulatto girl.
I got you. But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think the integration, because if you live in a country raised, I'm not defending Russia or US.
It's a conversation, yeah.
It's a conversation. Yeah. If you live in a country, to be integrated, you have first of all, like, because in your home you speak, eat, and all as a Nigerian.
Yeah.
And you still keep this Nigerian inside and outside.
Yeah.
All that you're doing, you do it as Nigerian.
Damn.
But you born and raised in Russia.
Yeah.
So how you can, what do you think about integration? And, because...
I understand the question, yeah.
It's not easy to explain, but you understand.
Yeah. The biggest integration I did is speaking Russian.
That's all?
That's that's immeasurable. The fact that Russian culture gets to see the black perspective in Russian. Like before I got on the radio, I had a project. It was about music, hip code on YouTube. So I break down, mostly 95% is Black American music. And people were texting me, like celebrities, ordinary people, like, whoa, this information you're giving us, we would have never found it, because I'm giving them as a black person in Russian. The major integration of anyone coming to live in Russia is speaking Russian language.
Yeah.
Because there is not an option where I'll be like, I'm a black Russian, so I neglect my African side, my black side, or I will try to balance it. No. First of all, I'm a black person in Russia. So this side will always be on top. But I speak in Russian, I create in Russian. I could do my shit in English. Like easy. I could go to any country in the world and do my shit. But me dedicating myself to this country, this language, at this point, that's the only integration I'm ready to do.
American, black African went to America.
Yeah.
Stay in America and became American.
How long it took?
It can take time, but if you don't start from the base.
That's what we're doing now. That's what I'm the thing I'm afraid that might happen is, let's say in 100 years, the blacks in Russia would be so subjugated, so neglected that they would turn into one of the, I don't know how to put it. One of the major problems I see with Africans, especially that get a passport and stay here, they always say, "Ya Ruski."
Yeah.
Ruski, bro. My nigga, wait. That's what my
was born and raised in Africa.
Ya Ruski. One of the beauties of Russia is the interconnection of cultures. We have our own culture.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I was born and raised in Russia, my mother is Yoruba. She raised me as a Yoruba kid. So I would love this part to meet the Russian parts and work together. I would never call myself Russian. Never in my life. First of all, I'm a Yoruba kid. Then I'm an African Russian.
I'm proud to, yeah.
Of course, yeah, of course. Because if you're not proud now, in 100 years, no one will even listen to you. Like, no, see. So that's the way I say it.
Ya Ruski.
Bro, there is nothing bad against, I have nothing against being Ruski.
Yeah.
Just that I am not a Ruski guy. I'm an Afro-Russian, that's a different thing.
Blessed to hear like people like you to be like, call out the blackness, you see. I'm black, my brother.
Bro,
if you don't eat jollof, you understand. But
confuse people.
Passport is not identity. I mean, like, it's identity, but not your culture. You can get the passport, but this is not your culture. This is what you mean. Deep inside you can have all the people, even Chinese, my brother.
Yeah.
You cannot be Chinese.
Bro.
Yeah. Still, bro, be what you are. Yeah, that's
But it's a different case when we're talking about mixed kids, the mulatto kids. Like, the way I say it, they are actually, let's say, the first black Russians.
Yeah.
Because they really have these two sides, the African side and the Russian side. But kids like me, bro.
One question, but anyway. You date black?
Bro, this guy just came and killed me. They will stop watching now, bro. They will start disliking the video, bro. No, I've never been in a relationship with a black girl. Never in my life. One of the things, I studied in Ruden, like I lived in the Abshagi. One of the things, I was always the fetish. So I'm a bit afraid of turning a black girl into my own fetish. If it happens naturally, like I meet a girl, I don't give a fuck, she's black, click. But going out of my way to go and find a black girl, nah, I don't do that shit.
So the white girl just find you?
99%, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
bro, why? bro,
you don't find girls.
Bro, come on.
They just find me, my brother. Listen, I don't date anyway. Don't keep pushing inside this.
Facts, bro. He's busy, bro.
Yeah.
Our experience.
You're more into your future than like dating.
What do you mean?
Because people don't see you like, this is my girlfriend. You don't post any girl.
But
you more focus like just what you're doing.
On what I'm doing, yeah. But the reason why I don't post girls, that's because of the racism I encountered in Russia. Oh. I have this thing, I'm always afraid that I post a girl and
the reaction,
her friends, her family, that's a bit, maybe I'm doing too much, but still.
Because I think like you don't afraid like people judging you. You just say it like you don't give a fuck about.
That's
like,
me, but that's her. Like me posting a girl. I only posted one girl in my whole 31 life, 31 years. Only one girl. So yeah, and mostly I'm focused on what I'm doing. It's not about. I'm not really a family kind of a guy now. So yeah.
So the challenging that you had is like what?
The challenge trying to preserve the thing my parents taught me.
No, that you faced, like being black.
Preserving your voice, your culture.
This is the only challenging that you had.
That's the major thing.
Your blackness don't block you on the way that you are. Like
but those things, we don't count them. Do you count them?
I do sometimes, yeah.
Because you're 8 years in Russia now, bro.
Yeah.
We don't pay attention to that, bro. Because that's, if you come to Russia, get ready.
I'm ready for it. Just like, but sometimes I'm like, if I was different, maybe I was like, I will be bigger than where I am.
All of us, bro.
Like you have more challenging because I can call myself like, I just came from Africa, I don't give a shit. Like
you have your home to call back.
Yeah. But you're born and raised here. And
I've gotten used to the fact that that's again one of the things my dad would always tell us. Mm-hmm. You would have to work twice as hard than the Russians. So when you get used to that being a kid, when you grow up and you start encountering that shit, you're like, okay, that's the game we're playing. Mm-hmm. We all have a choice to live.
Yeah.
But if we want to try and do something here, that's a challenge, of course. Like, I had a bunch of castings where I was told, like, bro, sorry, who and wife is this? I've had shit like that in my life, like model, or is it a movie casting or something? Like, yo, when you just pull up, like, oh, blin, so kruto, no. That shit happens a lot, yeah. So you just get used to that and you do what you have to do.
You just easy talk about it, like,
bro. But what should
but yeah, we should take it like this. But I was like, I called one time like for rent a room, but the guys только Slavian. Меня похуй все равно.
Yeah. But how do you want us to react?
Yeah, the easy way to live here, you have to take it like this. Tell us about your plan in movies, like. Can you walk us through your topical creation edition? Like
you mean with the podcast?
Podcast, how you did start creating content and where you are at now.
I did a lot of different content on YouTube. Like it was music breakdowns, then it was sketches, small like short movies kind of a thing. Then it was podcast. The thing that's maybe drives me is that I'm always eager to share my view. Mm-hmm. Let's say I want to do a video about something, yeah? And because of my experience, I know what I should do to bring more views. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm always dealing with the fact that I want to show my own idea. The same thing with Juju people. Before I started, a bunch of people told me, bro, who's going to watch black podcasts in Russia?
Big flop.
Yeah, like, bro, like, okay, one episode, yeah, but who's gonna watch that shit? So yeah, that's the main drive behind anything I do. Mm-hmm. Because the fact that we are Africans in Russia, we have a unique perspective on things.
Yeah.
We should always remember that most of the Russians, or let's say people living in Russia, because when I say Russia, I don't mean Ruski, I mean Rossiani.
No.
Like all of the country, they don't really speak anything besides Russian language.
Mm-hmm.
And the information they get is like 25 or 40% of the global information we know about.
Yeah.
So that's why whenever I'm doing something, I always keep in mind that my content should be interesting for a Russian person and an international person. I'm always trying to merge the two things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why maybe whenever I do something, people are like, yo, this is difficult, this is this, this is that. That's the biggest drive behind my content.
And what platform are you most popular in Russia? YouTube?
Maybe.
Instagram?
Not sure, but I had...
You are more into YouTube or Instagram?
I'm more into YouTube. YouTube is the biggest shit on earth, bro. The amount of knowledge I got from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But now in the last 2 years, I'm getting used to Instagram as well.
I see.
Yeah, but YouTube is mad, bro.
You have a lot of people, American, that came to Russia, and I don't know what you do, collaborate or...
You mean the guy that came this year, yeah?
Not only one. I show one video, you asking question, Shopper.
Shopper?
Yeah, Shopper. NLA Shopper.
Ah, that was when I was on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have, we call him Pody.
Yeah,
Pody, yeah. A lot of content creators.
But the rappers that I had was when I was at the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the one interviewing them. I don't count that as my content because it's not mine. It belongs to them. But the Pudi thing, Pudi came that was in April. He's an American guy. What he does is vlogs around the world. He comes to favela, shows the favela. So he texted me in January. He was like, yo, I was surfing TikTok or YouTube late in the night, and I just typed in blacks in Russia.
Okay.
And he stumbled on Juju people in TikTok. He was like, the fuck? Blacks in Russia? Are you all speaking Russian? And he called me the same night. He was like, yo, I want to come to Russia. So he came to Russia to do 2 videos. One was about Black experience in Russia with me, Mohammed Bella, Teddy was there. And the other video was a Russian rap crew in St. Petersburg. So one of the things I'm expecting, I'm wondering to see the global reaction because that guy has like 3 million on YouTube. I'm wanting to see the global reaction, how people would react to us being here in Russia.
And what is perspective at all about Russia? What he get with you? Being in Russia with you?
He was surprised that he told me that most of the Americans, the image they get about Russia is poor, police, and Putin.
And vodka.
Yeah, facts. And the beers, facts. So he was surprised when he saw 20 Maybachs. He was like, there are 20 Maybachs in Moscow? I'm like, bro, there are 5,000 Maybachs in Moscow. He was surprised when he saw Moscow City. He was like, what the fuck? Moscow City. When he saw the 8-lane Leninsky Prospect, like, the fuck? He was like, you don't understand. The propaganda there is huge. We don't get to see a lot of things.
It's about the image. We was talking about it
at the very beginning. So the image that's been created about Russia among the regular Americans is that hostile, poor, and crazy.
The same shit that we has
about Africa.
Yeah, about Africa.
Bro.
Crazy.
Because that guy, he bought a new phone and bought a new laptop to come to Russia.
Okay.
Because he was like, yo, I'm not using my phone and my laptop in Russia. He bought a new phone and bought a new laptop here in Russia. But in general, he liked it. He was surprised. He was very surprised, but he noticed what we are going through as Africans.
Oh, yeah?
Bro! It took him 2 days. In 2 days, after 2 days, whenever people are staring at him, you're like, Charles Motrish. Whenever people come to him like, yo, can I take a photo? You're like, no, take a photo with that guy. Bro, that guy couldn't take it. He was like, the fuck? Why are they always staring? Why are they showing? Why are they taking photos? I was like, bro, that's what we're dealing with. It took him 2 days, bruh.
But you and Pody and other guys, because you're good looking, there is something in Russia. If you're not good looking, you African. If you do good looking,
that's a fact.
You from America, that's the image that that's you give, because that's people understand like this guy is from America, maybe.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You see,
bro. That's a fact. That's the craziest thing, bro.
Yeah,
I had a teacher in Rudan that would always tell me, bro, you don't look African.
You see,
like no,
I think big nose. Your nose has to be.
That guy is in Rudan, bro. In Rudan.
And where is your
bro? Yeah, so the shit we have to deal with is a fact. That's one of the reasons why I always, that happened like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Whenever I show up in any media space now in Russia, it's always African, because maybe it's because of my parents. Like my dad, the thing he had to go through, my dad he had a thick accent. And if you pay attention, you almost don't get content in Russian with an accent.
Yeah.
Almost don't get that shit. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, yo, Africa.
Viva la Africa.
Bro, that's the only way, bro.
So the guy went back, yeah, Pody?
Yeah, he stayed here for 2 weeks and left, yeah.
Eat borscht and pilmeni, embrace the culture a little bit.
Do you have your favorite Russian food?
I have one.
What is it?
It's no, this is not Russian. Plov.
Okay.
Kafkaz, yeah.
Yeah, Kafkaz or Asian, Uzbek, yeah.
Yeah. How you deal with Russian, sanction, because YouTube, like if you don't use VPN, you don't use YouTube, you don't monetize your accounts. How you make money, like
in Russia?
Yeah, as an influencer at all.
Media stuff, media contracts, media appearances. Some media appearances I do are made for money. Like if you see me pop up at a podcast or something, most of the time it's free, but sometimes it's money. Or if you see me representing a brand, most of the times, like brands, when I'm representing brands, 95% of the time is money. So that's how I make it.
Your channel don't pay you, YouTube don't pay you.
Now, no. But even when there were no sanctions, the amounts of money we spent to build that shit, we haven't got it back yet.
Oh, yeah?
We haven't got it back yet. And I would love to do that. But the way I say it, what I'm trying to do is more important. And I'm not expecting to get a lot of money from Juju people. Because I'm trying to create other venues where I'm getting money. So, Juju people, I'm not thinking of, yo, is it bringing money or is it not bringing money? That's the way I say it.
So, because the challenging sometimes that I have, you have to make money beside and continue to do your work. Some people are wondering, like, they call me and how you do, like, every time we see you do content, how you manage to do all that shit
without money. But how regular is this?
At least like a month I can shoot like 6, 7 videos, 10, because I do vlog, I do podcast, I travel, and I do videos like about different culture, different countries.
Then I guess you have to do the same thing I'm doing. Find other ways of making money. Because even for us Juju people, it's hard to get ad money. We sold like 3 or 4 ads in our videos. But whenever we're trying to pitch for new ad, it's always difficult because it's like, yo, it's a exotic content. So big brands won't fuck with us mostly. So yeah, I guess
collaboration with other like people,
other channels.
You
mean for money?
I don't know, for brands, like other brands like
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Most of them, like in the case of Jew people, they're not so ready to work. Because it's exotic content, and they're like, yo, what's the audience of that content and things like that. So maybe in time to get better, but still, there's a fancy name for this when you have different streams. So you choose the stream that's, it's not that it's not important, but you're ready to sacrifice it. So the stream from Juju people, I'm ready to sacrifice it because of what I'm doing. I find other ways of making money. Because I know that if you stop doing what you're doing at this level of quality you're doing it, no one's going to do it.
Of course.
If I stop doing Juju people, no one's going to do it. We're done. So we just have to do what we have to do. That's it.
So yeah, guys, this is not easy for us, let's say the truth, to do what we are doing. Like,
that's a fact.
The shit, people just see the videos like YouTube,
why you not posting? Post more. Bro, you don't know
the work, like and a month of money that the money, time, and all that you're doing
to produce this.
People don't know.
But
they just see the image.
Do you get pleasure from what you're doing? This?
I'm loving it.
Nice. That's all that matters.
Because of this shit, I'm with you today. How many years? You 10?
I've been on YouTube since 2015, maybe 2016, 2015.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my first channel, 2015, 2016. But still, the main thing is that, because I'm sure there are people like, one of my biggest flaws or my bad trait is that I'm a perfectionist, in the sense that whenever people see Juju people, they're like, yo, what's the budget on this shit? When I tell them my real budget, they never believe me. They never believe me. Yeah. I'm a person that if I'm doing something, I want to try to do it best. Yeah. But that's not always the good way to do it. So like, if people are watching us, I would love to see more African content in Russian. Oh. You don't have to wait till you have the money and do it big. It's good saving the money, but still, you and me, we're doing this because it brings joy. That's the main reason. It brings joy. It develops us. We meet new people. We see things at a new angle. So yeah.
Not only we have perception about the future, how we want to change something. This is the main thing. I love what I'm doing, but I want to, in my love of doing what I'm doing, I want to change something. How do you navigate the different culture between your background and Russian context?
Damn, difficult questions.
Yeah.
Maybe the thing that drives me, like, the reason why I didn't go crazy is because I love human beings. Like, that's the thing I always repeat.
Crazy.
I love human beings more than anything in the world. So whenever I meet an obstacle, I meet a new culture, I'm always enticed with the opportunity of getting to know that shit. So that's why some people used to tell me that I hate Russians and I hate white people. I used to get that. I'm like, bro, if I hated Russians or white people, I would have never did a thing in Russian language. Like, you can't force me to do things I don't want to do. So one of the things that helped me is the love to human beings. Like, whenever I meet a person that is like half Iraqi, half Russian, I'm like, yo, tell me,
crazy,
what the
beautiful.
Fuck? Yeah, that's the way I say things. So the same thing, I love myself. I love the fact that I'm a Yoruba kid that was still raised in Russia. I love this mixture. So it doesn't scare me like that.
Did you think one time moved out of Russia?
Of course. I don't see myself having a family in Russia. I don't.
For what reason? The racist thing, or
it's not the just
culture?
It's not just the racism, the culture as well. Because I grew up in this system. Okay. And I know that this system is not really that flexible yet. It's like the Kafkas people have their space in this system. Maybe the Asians have their space, but for us to create our space in this system, it will be very difficult. And I don't want no one calling my kids a Chornoruski, или негр or something. Bro.
Do you fuck with the word negro?
Why would I?
A lot of people say like it's nothing, it's your culture.
Do you mean the Africans or the Russians?
Russian, African, some Africans say
the Africans that say that, God will punish you, bro. God will punish you people, bro. They're just doing it for money and for clouds. Like, the funny thing is that if you study...
House Negro.
Negro?
House Negro, you know them.
Yeah, House Negros. Yeah, House Negros, yeah. So, yeah, you can't... And the thing is that I've never heard that word in my family. I've never had all my father's friends call someone nigger. Only the white people ever use that word.
Yeah.
So...
Now you have some content creator that use this kind of like они принимают типа it's okay, негры это раз. I'm like, fuck, bro. Did you read the story about?
Read the books.
Read the books, brother.
Fuck.
If you read the books, you
find
know,
the answers, bro. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And the crazy thing is that whenever you try to explain it to some Russians, some white people, like, yo,
ugly.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, but why not Africans?
Yeah.
Тоже негры. Okay, no, а чё ни слова Africans? And they can never explain why. So whenever you push them with this question, they expose their racism. I'm like, yo, темнокожий, чернокожий, африканец, нигерист. Почему из всех слов ты выбираешь это слово?
Ага. И потом он типа вот, он наглый.
Да.
Да.
I get that a lot.
Типа, у меня есть друг. They always say me like, I have a friend. I call him nigga. But you, I'm like, bro, I'm different.
Of course, bro.
You have house Negroes.
Yeah.
You have like the Negroes that you call Negroes.
Yeah.
But Negroes that you call Negroes, I don't fuck with this word because I know the history.
And you are from Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
There's a word, Ivorian, yeah? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Ivorian, bro. Ivorian, black, African.
Call me whatever.
Yeah, like dark-skinned. But you're choosing the one word and you're trying to stand on that. Bro, that's bullshit.
Teen ugly, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to take that shit.
So you want to move out to Russia because of your children, not for yourself. For you, you will stand again, fight for...
I don't see it as a fight because...
This is not a fight for you?
It's a fight.
It's a fight for me.
It's a fight for you.
Yeah.
Remember I asked you in the very beginning, are you sure that we will have a space in Russia? I'm not sure that Africans would have a space in the system. I'm not sure about that. Because Russia is a system that has 150 nationalities already. Like indigenous.
Whoa, I just got what you mean, bro. Yeah.
Indigenous nationalities in Russia, 150. And for us to
put us inside again, like as
and be accepted as parts of Russia, not as foreigners, not as Chorny, Ruski, all those weird shits. But for us to be accepted in Russia, I'm not sure that will happen. So I don't see it as a fight. This is a part of my journey now. And now I don't think I'm going to stay in Russia like forever.
If you have to move, what country do you fuck with?
There's a bunch of countries, but for sure it's New York.
First one, New York.
For sure, bro. Even like when Pudi was here, he was like, yo, you should try New York. It was like Moscow and New York, they look alike. So that's my number one thing. Maybe that's because, again, a big part of my culture was influenced by Black Americans. So maybe that's like my childhood dream and it's still alive. So yeah, New York is one of my destinations for sure. For sure.
What kind of music? What is your, like, you do hip hop?
Yeah, mostly hip hop, yeah.
What do you listen?
I grew up because, so I was born in 1994 and like 90% of the kids in Russia of my age, it's either rock or rap music.
Okay.
But because I was in a family with my parents speaking English, I could not put on 50 Cent. I could not put on Jay-Z, bro. I could not put on Linkin Park because my dad would slap me straight forward like this.
Afro Nation, no.
Even that, I wasn't allowed to play Fela Kuti.
Okay.
So the music that I introduced myself to was jazz music. At first, yeah. I started with jazz music. So by the time, mostly it was Nina Simone. It was Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong. It was mostly vocal jazz.
Okay.
Because it's vocal, it's nice music, and it's simple. Then it graduated to more complicated jazz. Then it was hip hop music. So my major genres of music is hip hop and jazz music. I'm getting used to Afrobeats, but that shit is difficult for me.
Yeah.
Like I can listen to hip hop throughout the day, but I cannot listen to Afrobeats throughout the day.
What do you think about Russian music, hip hop?
About Russian hip hop?
Yeah. Morgenstern. Makan?
I don't think Morgenstern is a rapper.
He's not a rapper for you?
I don't consider him a rapper, no.
Oh, shit.
He's an entertainer.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah, he's the guy that... I don't consider Lil Pump a rapper.
Okay.
Like, though they're entertainers. My favorite Russian music is Zemfira. It's Zemfira and old romanze. There's this genre in the Soviet Union. So romanze is basically like Soviet Union jazz war songs. Because again, I was the only, me, my sister, and my brother were the only black kids in a small school in Mytishi. So whenever there's a show, Dень Победы, 8 Marta, bam, 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 we were always in the front.
Okay.
So throughout my childhood, it happened so that I did a lot of Russian old-time music, the war music. Because whenever it's Dень Победы, we're singing.
You're more classic.
Yeah, more classic shit. So that thing still stays in my heart. So whenever I want to listen to Russian music, a lot of times, it's not the modern shit I go to, but I go to that old shit. I'm not really that... Like, when I got on the radio in 2018, I had to start from zero, introducing myself to all Russian rappers, because I didn't know any one of them. Because 99% of the music I listen to is black music.
Okay.
I was never even interested in like people like Kryptonite and Bastard.
He's good.
They're good.
He's good, fucking good. Kryptonite, I love him.
Yeah. He's a legend,
yeah.
But I never listened to him when I was a kid. I got to know him when I got on the radio. So yeah, I'm not really that tight with Russian rap music. So
what is your biggest hope for the future of Afro-Russian?
Afro-Russians?
Yeah.
That we cooperate together, for sure. That's like one of the things. If you look at any ethnicity in Russia, besides the Russians, they achieved what they got only through cooperation. And that's one of the things why...
Unity.
Yeah. That's one of the things why like Russians and Kafkas always have a fight, because the Kafkas are always together. And that is why they're able to lobby their shit. We as Africans, that's the only way for us to get something done. So
it's another challenge, brother.
It's a
unite. I know. What's going on? It's a huge problem, brother.
They don't want to unite,
No.
No, they don't.
What is your advice that you can give me first? Because I'm gonna start for myself. You're bigger than me like 100 times. I just thank you for being here.
So love. So love.
So for me, what you can advise like a beginner, someone who wanna do like this shit what we're doing, because you do it like for long.
That's a good question. I'm remembering your channel. For sure, try to get in touch with more Russians.
Okay.
That's for sure. And one of the things, I don't know how it happens, Africans here don't really know who are the cool Russians. Like, I don't know why that happens. Sometimes I see people like posting or reposting Russians. I'm like, yo, no one gives a fuck about this guy. So like inviting more Russians and working with those that are relevant now.
Okay.
It's not necessary for him to be with 2 million subs somewhere. But if he's relevant to a certain part of audience, yo, like recently I went to a podcast. It's a Russian podcast from an Orthodox media, like Pravoslavnaya media. And we were talking about marriage and things. The channel has like 70K, but the videos are doing 2K. So you would think, why would I go there? But I went there because I know that these people have a grip with a certain audience. And I'd love to be introduced to that audience. And the next thing I know, I see that Max Stopitsot is going there as well. So trying to bring more Russians, even if you're saying it's difficult.
All right.
Because you will be the symbol of what you're doing. You yourself. Not the people you invite. You yourself are the symbol of the black image to them. So when you bring them, you have a conversation, then they go back home. Yo, я был на подкасте чувака, кодовар говорит на русском, на французском, на английском. And those are the things that change perceptions. So inviting more Russians.
All right. Sure. So Russians first, like to collaborate with them. And the second one, that's all? To be like an influencer. The first one, like just collaborate with Russian.
Yeah, I know. Inviting them here, because you have consistency. I like the quality of your content. It's a good content. Because a lot of Africans think that if it's big camera, that means it's good quality. No. But this is a small, nice setup that works. Yeah. That's important. So inviting more Africans and maybe think of the niche of your channel. Okay. Like that's a very important thing on YouTube. People have to know what to expect from you. Okay. Like Juju people, they always know it's about Black experience. Every video there is about Black experience. Here, people have to understand what is this channel about. Okay. So thinking of what's your niche and putting it on top for everyone to know that this channel is about this and this. Yeah, that's a very important thing on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. For sure. Got you. For sure. Thank you, bro. It's all love, bro. Yeah. It was a pleasure.